He's here. He's back. Hello. Welcome. Welcome back. I was very busy. I was out of town for a little bit. um which is why it feels like a really long time. It really hasn't been that long. It's been like a week and since I've streamed, but it does feel like a long time. So, that's fair. Um I'm here. I'm ready to stream. We'll do some more streams this week. Play some games since we have a little bit of a break from a very very small hiatus from Gaunt's Gold. As I organize some other D&D games, we'll play a few video games. We'll play try and learn Pokemon. Well, that's your first mistake, dude. It's easy. You always choose the attack every single time and you win. Come on. Wasting time casting stat boosting stuff? Come on. Using those moves? Psh, waste of time. Just always attack. How could you possibly lose? See what happens when you don't stream? Yeah, I know. I need to stream more often, huh? Can't be doing insane Pokemon challenges. That's not allowed. Anyways, so we're doing map making tonight. We're making maps in Incarnate for Dungeons and Dragons things, for mystery project that no one's allowed to know about. You guys have seen me make a couple maps for this because I just like to plunk away at stuff on stream for stuff that's kind of in the long term. And it's still that setting. So we're gonna go back into it. I'm gonna open up. Is this? Am I supposed to be seeing 3 golf balls every time you do that? Because that's all I see. Is this the thing that pops up when emojis don't appear? Because to me it just looks like 3 golf balls. What am I supposed to be seeing then? Describe. Instead of using emojis, you now have to describe. It's the heart, the hand heart emoji. I see. No, to me it is 3 golf balls. So I just assume that you're quite a golf enthusiast. Tiger Woods over here in the chat. Anyways, you might hear me have to answer some messages in this stream. It's because I'm doing things. I'm doing things behind the scene, and also I'm having to message my doctor about medical struggles. But that's neither here nor there. D&D is more important than that. Anyways, what are you okay? I'm fine. It's fine. It's all good. Let's do some tabletop RPG map making, shall we? It's fine. Just things. What am I supposed to say? I'm not gonna tell you what my health condition is. I'm a skeleton, dude. I got some fragile bones, that's all. What do you expect? What do you expect from me? Anyways, I do eventually want to do, because I've got like 2 kind of like secret projects that we're trying to get launched. One of them is being stalled out by you hope I'm okay? Thank you. I appreciate that. I will be fine. Don't worry. It's just logistics, that's all. Just trying to get things sorted because I've been moving and all that. Anyways. We're making a boardwalk today. And it's gonna be sort of like a shop area with like stalls and stuff like that. So we're just gonna kind of play this one by ear and just kind of see how it goes. We might need to make it bigger at some point if we keep fitting stuff in, but it's just gonna be kind of a bit of a chaotic one. That's all. So we'll just see how it goes. I got some assets that I'm gonna use. From outside, we got some clip art. We got some clip art we're gonna be using, like a professional, like a true professional. So you know, it's gonna be neat. There'll be seagulls. There'll be rum ham. There'll be people doing drugs under the. No, probably not that one. It's a boardwalk. It's a regular boardwalk. You know, the average boardwalk experience. What the fuck is rum ham? Someone hasn't seen Always Sunny, and it's really showing. Don't know rum ham. Hello? 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 Wait, you guys are hearing me through the wrong thing. Funny. Oh, now you're hearing me through the right thing. There we go. You just hear the window sound effect. Classic. Wouldn't be a Charlemagne stream if we didn't have a mic issue. All right. What was I saying? I was saying something about Rumham, wasn't I? Let's start the map while I explain what Rumham is, shall I? I got a bit of a grit to my voice, huh? Anyways, Boardwalk, Boardwalk, Boardwalk. Let's do it. Internet capture. Let's go over to capturing the internet. Put it in our little pocket. All right. Ignore those maps. You weren't supposed to see those. Ignore it. Don't look at those. Don't look at those. All right. We're gonna do landscape to start. You looked. Well, that's unfortunate. Get some music too. Hello? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know why Streamlabs is being a little weird for me, but it's not like it's like lagging when it's showing me my like little waveform for my vocals. So sometimes it makes me think it's not working again. So let's get some music. Let's get some music. This is gonna be a little test stream, and by that I mean we're gonna test the song, and we're gonna see if this stream gets copyright struck. And if this stream gets copyright struck, then we don't use it later, and we just delete this stream because this is just a chill stream. That's how we do it. We test. Whenever it's a little iffy, we test it first while we're just hanging out. That's how you know I'm a true big brain streamer. Anyways, let's start. Okay, so boardwalk. Where do we want to start? What kind of things should be on a boardwalk, guys? What do you think? If it's like a public boardwalk for like kind of shopping, recreation, that kind of thing. A little bit like how you'd see in like kind of maritime towns, as well as like the one that's in like LA and shit, like, you know, those kind of boardwalks, New Jersey, that kind of thing. Has to be a shitty tattoo airbrush parlor. True, like the t-shirts, like the shitty airbrush t-shirts that they have at like every like amusement park. That's true. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, I was thinking there's gotta be like some food, maybe like a little like flower shop stall. Like that'd be a good one. Selling like fresh flowers by the boardwalk, food stuff, which might be a little hard. The food stuff might be a little hard, but I think we can rock it. I think we're geniuses here on this channel, and I think we'll pull it off. Fry place? Thrashers? What's that? I don't know what that is. Is that food? Is that food? Is Thrashers food? The fry place in Ocean City? I'm not fucking from Ocean City. I don't know what fry places are there. All they do is fries? Well, it sounds good. I gotta say, okay, let's be real. Ocean City kind of sounds like the world builder like phoned it in a little bit on that one, right? Like that's like somebody like writing like a comic book or something, and they're like, fucking, what do we call this city, dude? I don't know. Just write like Ocean City for now, and we'll come back to that one on the second pass. Like in the next draft, we'll get that one. Just call it Ocean City for now, and then we'll come back. We'll think of something later, dude. There's two? Where are they? I don't know anything about the Ocean City lore. See, two different people also phoned it in at the same time. Okay, let's like make the map now. Now, okay. So do we want to make it out of wood, or do we want to do like a kind of more like rocky stone? Oh, I pulled up some references actually. First things first, here's our location. And this is what we're doing. We're doing kind of this area here. So we're kind of like put some stuff here maybe. This is a very non-detailed version of it because I knew I was going to make the map. So usually what I do is I make like the basic map for this thing. And then I add little details if I make them in the actual map so that they look a little more like the actual maps themselves when you zoom in. So this is kind of what we're working with up here, sorry. So this kind of area here. And I think we'll do like a couple shops and then maybe like some stuff out here. But do we want to make it out of wood or like concrete? Because there's kind of two different grains of boardwalks. Okay. So, food, fries, airbrush. I don't know. Visually on a map, are we going to be able to represent an airbrush fucking t-shirt stall? We'll have to look those up. We'll have to get some references for those. But I do have some Boardwalk references. So do you want to look at those for a sec? Oh, this is an entirely different thing. This is just that. This is this. Okay. So we got like kind of boardwalks going on here, right? See? Like we can do kind of little things like this, like these little kind of bits and bobs. We gotta look at the details, you see? Things like that. We got like kind of this vibe. You guys ever had beaver tails, dude? Waterfront pizza. We already have a pizza place, so maybe we won't do pizza. We'll have some boats that we can use. Street artist who does spray paint planets. Yeah, so we'll do like some food. You guys ever had a beaver tail? They're pretty good. Here's another of the same picture. This is the Halifax boardwalk. Maybe like I was thinking around the shore or something like this. That could be good. Now these rocks. You want one? They're good. Really good. You should get one if you have the opportunity. Highly recommended from the skeleton. So yeah, like I was thinking like, yeah, we could probably try to color the rope yellow to kind of give it less of like an old-fashioned vibe. That could be an idea. And then like do the poles and maybe like a little border here and then wood. So we could make it out of wood and do it kind of like this. Some benches and stuff like that. Those are important details. Water will be splashing up. But maybe we'll make it like less tropical water. We usually do tropical water just because it looks so nice, but maybe we'll just lean slightly away from that and try to make it look a little less green to the water. I think that'll give us a more like Massachusetts maritime vibe, if that makes sense. That's a really specific vibe, so that probably doesn't make a lot of sense to most people. but less green, because green tends to make water look a little more yeah, yellow rope. We'll do like a boat down there to kind of give us our correct nautical vibe. Okay, let's get started. So do we want to like carve out a little bit of shore? Maybe like just on one side, and then kind of do like maybe a tree over here. So we'll do like a building. Hang on, let's draw our basics first. I think that's what we always do, right? We have a neatly defined order of doing things on this channel, right? We always follow the exact same template. We're really rigid and structured here. We always which wood should we use? It should kind of almost like sit a little flush, maybe. Is this one of those boardwalks where they don't have any railings? Is like this, where it's just kind of like you could just jump in the water if you wanted to? Because that's kind of like, isn't that a bit of a boardwalk vibe? When you could just jump in the water? I feel like that adds something to the atmosphere of a boardwalk. Like if they put a bunch of like tall metal railings here, it wouldn't be the same, would it? It would just be a waterfront. It wouldn't be a boardwalk. Boardwalk is when you can just like whip yourself off, see? If you wanted to, you could just jump. See? See what I mean? See, we notice details here on the channel. I feel like we want... there's one specific one that we want. It's... maybe that's an option. No, too thin. Maybe. Well, okay. No, that's not it at all. Damn it. That's not bad. Actually, we should almost be matching it with our stamp that we're going to use. That's another idea. That's another idea. Ooh, hang on. Here we go. I think this is the one we want. Let's use the pen tool, and we'll just you hold control when using the pen tool, and you can draw straight lines. It's very, very helpful, and is probably the only reason I have not gone insane from some of the maps I've been making lately. Did I see the new Smiling Friends? No, but I should watch it after this stream is over. Sharpness, as always. We'll get a sun filter in there at the end. Okay, so we want to do kind of like a boardwalk, but let's get like a better brown here. Let's go in here, kind of darken it a little, give it a little bit more. That. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we'll do that, but then we'll do hang on. Let's look at the wood here, because we can mix and match. So we'll do like these at the ends, right? And we'll try to match the colors. Right? Okay. Now we're talking. Okay. Yeah, so we'll do... Yeah. Oh, should we make the wood a little green? Is that what we should do? Because look at all the wood. Right? There's a little bit of green. I'm used to doing red because I like the kind of warmth of red wood. But should we do a little green? Yeah, should we get a little wild, do a little green? Right? Okay. And then we just kind of ease a little bit off of it. We don't want it to be too dingy, so maybe we'll adjust it again at the end. That's what's so nice about the pen tool, so we can adjust again at the end. So let's make these at least match for the most part. So add a bit of green and a little bit. Let's go. Actually, I want to just adjust it a little bit more. We'll ease back off of it a little. Like that. That's good for now. We'll adjust it. Do we want to just add a bunch of water? Let's add a bunch of water. Water. Speaking of water, I'm drinking water. What water do I want to use? I've been using a whole lot of... Which one? This one? I've been using a whole lot of this one lately. I like this one. But we're going to definitely make it nice and blue. Like very blue. Almost purple. And then we'll just start with this. Like bam. And then we'll add our own water in there. We'll add other water in there. And then where we want to add the shoreline, because we want to do something like this, maybe? I really like this kind of look here. See, like the individual rocks stacked up? That's a little tricky. Oh, we could add some green to the rocks. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Add some green to the rocks. Okay. And then put like some kind of grass growing in it as well. Okay. Ideas are coming. Let's do like the cliffs and see what we're working with. Because we need to kind of merge them together. What was that other technique I did? Ooh. Right? But we like make them like normal colored rocks instead of hell rocks. Right? Kind of merge them in together. Right? Hello? Oh, okay. Yeah, everything's lagging for a sec there. Want to make sure my mic wasn't either. Okay, well, let's change the song because wait, what? Weird. I don't know why sometimes it just lags for no reason. Very weird. Anyways, let's keep going. Okay, so I like to like kind of layer these in together, and then maybe we'll add some other rocks under them, and then we're gonna put this above like so. Okay, so that would be like a good like early rock layer. Kind of interspersed in between, but that could be like our top layer. Oh, we could also actually, let's see what other rocks we got. And then we could any of these? No, those are too pointy. You kind of do something like this if we color master right. Something like that. Something like that. And then okay, and then flatten some of them. Ooh, hang on, okay. Let's see what other rocks we got. Because if we do this, and then can we get the right color temperature on these? A bit of that. Is that good? Suggest it. Make it a little darker. Ooh, okay. Here we go. Right? And then take it, kind of put it under here. And then just pile them. And then we'll go over them. Like this. With the water, we'll draw over them. And then we'll go down one more layer. And we'll come in here and keep going. Kind of make a little bit of a curve there. We'll adjust the other rock to match this better, because we can adjust all the colors at the same time. But something like this, right? And then this sort of bottom layer of rock will almost completely disappear. Let's do a little brighter, a little more red. There we go. Perfect. Okay. That's what I like to see. And then we'll be able to draw on top. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Excellent. It's all coming together. So, oh, we need to do the same thing on the other side, don't we? Of course we do. Not that one, because we already used it. Blend those together a little bit. That's good enough. Come back over here, get our rocks. Sit down 2 layers, come along here. Perfect. Down one more. Add some more rocks. Kind of make it feel like it curves out maybe a little here too. Like it kind of like pulls away, the coast pulls a little away like that. And then Something like that. Okay, let's drop that one just a little lower. Okay. Now, can we see? So it's just kind of like just sitting right on top of it, huh? Maybe this should just continue then. We have a merge on here. I always forget where the merge. It doesn't seem like it. Okay, perfect. So we'll just that. Okay, something like that. That kind of works. Let's grab these, bump them up a layer, and then move them. Slide them in a little bit. All right. Okay. And then should we try to do like one of these kind of things, or is that too much? Would that maybe not translate? Could do one of those little things, but that might not translate either. See neither a dungeon nor a dragon? Blue. The stream says TTRPG, not D&D, so I don't have to show any dungeons and dragons. But I do know that the category we're in is D&D, but just don't tell Twitch, and I won't tell them either. We're making a boardwalk, Blue. Hey, Blue, have you ever been to the boardwalk? Any boardwalk at all? We're not talking like boardwalks that go through like swamps and stuff when you're on a hike. We're talking like small town, harbor town, maritime city, that kind of thing. You have? Okay. What kind of things should we put on our boardwalk? Because we're talking like, fast food stands. We've gotten the suggestion of those like really shitty airbrush t-shirt stands. I'm gonna put like a little flower stand, like selling flowers and stuff. That kind of stuff. Maybe we'll brighten this a little, actually. Kind of want it just a little bit better. There we go. Fishing stores for bait and rod. Ooh, good idea. Good idea. Because then we don't, like... Again, we're sort of like minimizing areas because we don't always want to have to like do a separate area for every single little store. So what I do is I kind of crunch a few things down into one area, like how we have the strip mall. I mean, that's kind of what they do in real life too. That is what kind of why strip malls exist. So instead of like having a whole other like fishing shop, because that'd be kind of hard to represent in a map, maybe we just have like a guy selling fishing rods, bait, and he's got like an ice box full of worms and stuff. And we just put that on the boardwalk. And then if the players want to buy fishing rods and go fishing, we let them. We'll put a little fishing minigame in. Because it's a maritime town. We can't not have a fishing minigame. Right? Let's go up one. Grab these. Go up. And then... let's just grab actually both of these and put them over here too. A smaller lighthouse. We do have a lighthouse and I don't want to distract from that one. I want to kind of just let that one be the lighthouse in town. I don't want to distract, so I won't do a little lighthouse. Just for the sake of... But we could put like a little light on the end of the pier so that the boats don't hit it at night. But I don't want to do like a full-on lighthouse because I want that one to be its own centerpiece. Carnival games? Okay, yeah. I don't know if we could represent those on a map. It might be a little hard, but we could certainly try. Okay. Those are all good ideas, though. We'll keep those. Ooh, actually, we could have just... Damn it. Maybe we'll put these on the bottom layer. Benches? Yeah, we said benches. Here, these are our references we're using. So this is where the boardwalk's going to kind of be over here, right? And then we've got kind of some references we're using to see what kind of stuff we want to put. And kind of little details that we might have missed. There's some different railings and stuff. We're trying to recreate this kind of like little stone pile sort of waterfront bit. And these kind of like little things here. We'll put some of these down in here on the bottom layer. And I think they'll look good once we make them like completely submerged. We just gotta kind of layer stuff in here. Fish feeding areas? Okay, yeah, that's another idea. Maybe we'll have the guy who's selling fishing rods and stuff also sell stuff if he's like, well, you don't want to kill the fish, here, you just feed them instead. That's kind of fun. And then we don't have to make like they too packed on the pier. We can kind of give it some room to breathe. Okay. Now we're talking. We got some good ideas here. Let's see what kind of wood we want to use. Got a lot of different types of wood, and I kind of think we just need to go with the classic. If we make it too complicated, it'll detract from it instead. So let's do kind of like a simple grain. Pop a bit of green into it to represent the water affecting it. Kind of give it a bit of a matching vibe here. Shrink this down. We'll make it fit like this. Do something like that. Okay. So that's just a start. And obviously this is all going to get flattened out. So we're just kind of trying to test things out here. So, let's find some tables in order to try to place where the stands are going to be. I don't want to do like the too classic wood one because we're going to have a lot of wood already. So let's steer away from that one and try to think. What might be better? Actually, what do I have in my... Did I add the boat already? Did I add the boat? I did. I'm a genius. Yeah, let's add a boat. I'm ahead of the game. Okay, so we'll add some better lighting to that so that it kind of fits in a little bit better. And we're going to kind of scale things so that there's room for enough stuff. We'll do something like that. And maybe we'll put the fishermen near that one. This is for a one-shot? No. This is for a campaign. When Charlemagne's got a whole town map, it ain't a one-shot. Okay. Perfect. Which one? I'm not said the title yet, so I'm still not going to say it. This is sort of like long term. I always keep the closer term stuff secret and don't show it on stream, and the longer term stuff I show as I plunk away at some of it, because I like to get chat ideas, and I like to I like that you guys all forget about it by the time it actually comes out. So this is probably longer term, farther away from now. It's essentially 1990s in America in small town Massachusetts. That's the setting. It's a very specific setting, I know. Maybe we will adjust some of these rocks. Kind of make them blend a little better. How about that? Let's do this. Let's do some color matching. Everybody likes color matching, right? That's why you tuned into this stream? To watch color matching? Doing your Hildebrand quests, huh? Hildebrand time? They are the absolute best. When something insane happens in Hildebrand, every day. We'll add some like actual lighting to that will make it blend a little better. But for now, it can kind of just sit there. Okay, tables. We were talking about tables. Remember tables? Sci-fi. Let's look at some sci-fi tables. Because there's a really good one that I really like using. We like these ones right here. And we like these ones right here. These are our very good tables. Now, we also need to look at the food, because if we're going to find like fast food, it's going to be here. Do we have... Ooh. We could like make our own like kind of hybrid, like, you know how like they have like the indents in them, those little like food stands, right? And then we put an umbrella. Since it's a small town, might see electoral stuff. Yeah, like signs and stuff like that, or like somebody campaigning out there, like meeting the people. That's an interesting idea. Even just like beyond like representing on the map, but just having like the town sheriff and the police station there. That's interesting. Because I mean, there will be a police station. So that's interesting. Either the mayor or either works, honestly. So yeah, that's a good idea. Thanks, Blue. What kind of like packaging do we got here? Do some stuff like that. Ooh, we could use the potatoes in the bag as like buns. We'll use these like buns. Oh, okay. And then we come back over to fantasy and we take the umbrella out. Can we homebrew our own umbrella? Hang on, let's see. So we do, I think they might be called parasols. Yep. Charlemagne knows his maps. But what if we did... Okay, two options. Let's try the first one. What's going on with this? Hey, music, you good? What's going on, big guy? Let's change the song for a sec. We'll come back to that one. All right. Let's see what kind of cloth we got here. Because like if this fits, then this will make it really easy. But it might not fit. So this is a bit of a attempt. Oh. 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 Hang on. Because it has to be red and white, right? Like it has to. There's no other color scheme. It'll feel too old-fashioned if we use anything else. Something about the red and white stripes is just so modern day. Or like not modern day, but like beyond the 1900s. Gigantic brain? Are you talking about Hildebrand quests or me? I can't tell if I should be flattered or not. This is like good music for like discovering genius strategies of how to make maps, isn't it? It feels like we've like just solved like a serial murder. I know who it is. It was him all along. All along, it was the umbrella triangle cloth combination. Staring me right in the face. Harrier Dubois. Yep. This is what was playing when I created gravity. Yeah, exactly. You guys understand. And then, according with the shadows and the lighting of the umbrella. Oh, you know what? I fucked it up. Hang on. The music resets. There we go. Now the shadows match where the lighting will be. Okay. And then according with that, we lighten and darken these to match too. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. And there's a perfectly even amount of them, so we slip that right in there. Okay, tell me that's not fucking perfect. The skeleton is a genius. Tell me that's not absolutely perfect already. Okay, now let's do some little tweaks. Okay, so take these ones. Should I pull up some other really good like detective music? So now I'm in that vibe. Hang on one sec. If you guys are confused as to what we're listening to the Memories of Murder soundtrack. It has like Unreal vibes. Have I ever made maps to sell? I've considered it. I think Incarnate said they're coming up with some sort of like marketplace thing, I think. So maybe I'll think about that. If they do that. I've considered like making like packs to sell. Just don't know if there's too much of a market for it. Okay, now we need to take all of these. Okay, now the lighting matches. Oh, hang on. That's not right. Let's lock this. Okay, hang on. Let's play another song for a sec. Ready? It's another good one for solving a mystery. Okay, so we select all of these and then we group them. Oh, not lock them, group them. We group these, right? And then we take the umbrella itself. Watch this. Right? Add these two groups together. Okay. Merge the group into a new group. Alright, and now we've got a free moving, fully rotatable red and white umbrella. I'll take my round of applause now. Alright, and then we add some steam, which we do by doing fog. Remove the blue from it. And then add a little bit more specific, kind of like there. All right, boom. Okay, there's our food stand. And then we give the guy a stool so we can sit down. Food. Boom. Done. That's one stall. What should we do next? Alright, hang on one sec. I have to answer a message. You guys think of what we should do next? Okay. So we'll do kind of like that. What should we do next? Man, this is such a jam. Isn't this song good? Okay, because we can take this table, right? Watch this. Right, and then we stretch it out. Boom, now we got a rectangle. Because there's not enough detail in this one to look weird when it warps. So we can just stretch it a little and get a rectangular table. As long as we're making it too big. Okay, and then because it's blue and not gray, we can make it any color we want. But we'll leave it blue. So we'll do like over here. Oh, let's do the fisherman next. How can we represent like a cooler? What do you think? What kind of fish stuff do we got? What kind of fish stuff do we got to work with? Let's maybe just take a quick scroll through sci-fi, see what kind of stuff we got, and then we will have better ideas later, right? Green vase. It's definitely a green vase. That's what it is, right? Plants and stuff. We could do the flower stall at some point. That one's probably pretty easy. As far as these things go, that one's probably the easiest. Ooh, like some garbage on the ground. Put that. I'm just gonna put this here so that we can get it later. Because when you spot something, you gotta keep it. Man, what a banger. Such a good song. I'm like jamming too hard, I can't even think about the map. Okay, maybe Fisherman's a little bit of a smoker, right? Give him some cigarettes, a little ashtray. Like some miscellaneous products and stuff. Okay, maybe this is like his tackle box or something, right? Okay, these kind of work. Right, what kind of colors can we make this thing? Ooh, there we go. Now we're talking. He's got another one. There we go. They usually make them red, right? that's how fishing works, right? Red, white. Okay. And then we put his little ashtray over here. Trying to think. I guess fishing rods. We really only have one option for fishing rods. That's unfortunate, but I think it is what it is. We could do like a magazine stand, kind of like over here by the... Okay, that works. Just adding things when I see them. Something like that. We get some use out of that one a little later in the convenience store. But we'll do something like that. Because that's fairly simple. We can also add like some like wetness on the wood. I know that sounds completely awful and I probably shouldn't have phrased it like that, but... Here, there's for feeding the fish. But we'll make it maybe like a more normal color. Put this little ashtray there, and then we'll just move the whole thing forward a little bit. So that he can sit behind it. And we'll get him a stool too. Poor guy. He's an old man. Maybe. I don't know. We haven't decided him yet. What should he be? What should the fisherman be, guys? Should we make it the classic old man fisherman, or should we do something different? What do you guys think? Okay, let's think. Let's take a look. It's tough to knock out with the old man. I know, right? That's the problem you always face, where you're like, should I do something different? Ah, but it's a classic for a reason. But should I do something different? Ah, but yeah, it's always the way. Okay, we'll put some like old like boxes and stuff. Yeah, like just clutter. He's got some things down here, kind of spare stuff. Okay. Also, I said fishing rod. I keep getting distracted. Damn. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong world. I don't know why, but this music makes me feel like I'm on like a time crunch, but like the kind of time crunch where like I know what I'm doing. I know how it's working, and I know exactly what I need to do, but I'm still in a rush. That might be completely unhinged, but it's true. Okay, we'll put this over here. Okay, so he sells fishing rods. Perfect. Okay, I like it. All right, makes me feel like we're like speed running this map. Like I need to hurry up, making the map too slow. It's already been an hour. Chat, we're behind schedule. Oh, you know what? You know, the good way of doing like borders is taking the bamboo. Here's a little incarnate tip for you. So then we make it nice and small. Yeah, we're locked in. That's what it feels like. Whenever you're like, I don't want the two textures to just like completely be right next to each other and have this weird like kind of too precise border. Just use the bamboo. If there's wood involved, just use the bamboo. Put no shadows on it. Do that. Shrink it down. Create a group. Shrink it down as much as you need it. There we go. And then we can adjust the color of it and just kind of fade it away. Like so. Just kind of... There. Perfect. There. Now we got a nice even seam without needing to worry about all the other crap that comes with that. Doesn't look too clean. Has a proper seam. And let's do one more little cliff there. Perfect. Okay, then we're gonna paint over top of all this to give it like actual concrete. Okay. We're thinking. Flowers. Maybe we should take this and just reduce the blue a little bit. Okay, now that we got a little bit more going on. Boat charters. True. But I don't... we don't really have anything out on the water. So maybe we don't want the players to be going out on the water. In fact, if the players needed to go somewhere out on the water, I would want them to not just go sign up on a charter. I would want them to go convince an NPC to let them use their boat. I think that'd be more interesting. So mechanically, maybe we would want them to actually have to go interact with an NPC that they like. So we'll do a couple different people who have boats in town, so that they need to travel down the coastline or something, or to a little island maybe. Then they actually have to go persuade an NPC instead of just being like, here's money. But we could totally make this fisherman one of them. Oh, you know what? Oh, okay, that's actually fine. I thought it was a little off there. What kind of table should we do for the flowers? Maybe one of these? We could do like a little, little rooftop in here. Little thing like this. Kind of like that. To take up some room. If we do more food next to this guy. And then maybe we do like a car parked over here. Just to give some like scale as well in the water. It's a aquatic vehicle. This is gonna be land, in case you haven't realized that. Let's actually do that right now. So, included in our sci-fi pack are actually these really, really good roads. Which are perfect for modern day. So we're just going to take the asphalt, and we're just gonna start drawing. We're going to kind of avoid that line there, and we'll do that neater with a line tool, but we'll just draw kind of here. We'll make this sort of a little better there. Okay. And then we can add our own cracks to it as well, which will add a little bit of like kind of detail and visual interest to everything. Let's just get a nice neat line. Yeah, I feel like a barber sometimes when I'm doing this. Like, all right, let's get the nice clean fade going here. Ready? Changing to my clippers. Okay, make sure there's no blue. Well, there can be a blue in the chat, but no blue on the map. That's what I mean. All right. And then, can we... you know what? Let's just do this. This is easy. The other thing is you use code word yellow to get a very nice line for parking. And if you want it to be yellow, you can leave it, or you can make it white. Very easily. Actually, let's make it have about there-ish. And then we need to try to think of, hang on, can we do it with, ooh, hold on. The brain is clicking. The brain is clicking. We can do maybe capless. Ooh, hang on. Can we? Yeah, yeah. Actually, you know what? That's going to be flat, so we might need to move that around a little bit. But like those things that you use to stop people from parking in spots. What other stuff do we have here? Can we do like, hey, don't drive here, you fucking maniac, that kind of thing. Do not drive here, but like make it really faded so it's not too like obtrusive. Don't drive here. Oh, you know what? Hang on. All right, we have time for. We're allowed a little shitpost as a treat. Oh. There we go. Perfect. All right. There we go. We'll just leave that until the end of the map. Okay, so we'll do like okay, we'll do little shadows on that boat a bit there to kind of cast a shadow of the boardwalk being raised up. And then we'll also do a little shadow under this to kind of give it a bit more dimension. And then we'll shade all along here. We'll have to do some complex shading there. And some water too. Just trying to think of like orders of doing things. Let's focus on just the boardwalk, I think. We can slide some of this stuff up over here, because it's going to get painted over. But for now, let's leave it where it is so that we can access it easier when the time comes. And then we could also just put like, take this, all these, and put like another parking space over here. Something like that. Not bad. Okay, so we'll do something like... Oh, this doesn't have any shadows. That's why it looks so weird. There we go. That looks a little better. Okay. Scale-wise, we're doing okay. And then we could do... To modernize buildings, you take some of the sci-fi stuff and you kind of combine it in with some of the older roofs. And then that's how you get kind of like a medium sort of vibe. Oh, you know what? These are pretty good too. Put one of these somewhere. So let's take like roof stuff. Like an air conditioning kind of thing. Try to think of what we can do. And then maybe make it a little less saturated, just kind of fade it a little bit. And then we'll do... Should we make an actual just straight up beaver tail? Should we just make actually a beaver tail shop? Is that copyright? Will I get sued for that? Doing any way the wind blows? And there's like 50 people? I know, there's a lot of people because of the event. Can barely see where you're standing. Okay, so we'll add like, yeah, some little like modern tweaks to things to make it feel nice and nice and middle road. Not too futuristic, not too old-fashioned. Okay, very nice. And then we'll do, hang on. Oh, we should do like a trash can, shouldn't we? Trash over here. One over there. We'll do like, are there any ladders in the sci-fi thing? Kind of, but that's not what we're looking for. Let's do ladder. Okay. Something for our boy to get to his boat. Yeah, maybe we should do the waves at the end after we do all the shading. That's another thing to think about. I know that these things don't really make sense when I ramble about them, but it's all things to consider when we're doing maps. Let's do... I keep putting off the flower thing. Let's do the flowers. So first things first, let's get some stuff to put the flowers in. So we want to make... Hang on, I want to reference one of my old maps that you guys aren't allowed to see, sorry. But it must be a little secretive for a second. I want to see how I did the flower shop here. Okay, perfect. That actually works. Not too complicated. Okay. So let's bring some like stuff at the side to put some in. Like so. And then we'll do some boxes at the front. Like so. But what we're going to do is we're going to kind of give it a bit of chaos. And drop all this stuff down also so it sits under it. Drop these down. Tilt these a little bit. Kind of sit them under our table. Like so. 52. Okay. Then we'll move 39, make that bigger. Okay. There we go. What else can we put behind? Let's just look up flowers. We'll do some stuff like it back here. We want to like put like a shit ton of flowers here, just like so many flowers. So that this person really has a spread. Not saying who this NPC is yet. That's a surprise, sorry. But we need them to exist right now. So we need to give them a flower shop. I think the boardwalk's a nice place to do it. Why not? I like to kind of make it a little bit visible that there's a pot there, even if it's not perfectly like how it's centered it should be. to give a little bit of perspective to the flowers. And we'll just kind of start evening some stuff up. So that it's a little symmetrical at least. Okay. And then she needs a stool. And then we could just put a ton of flowers. Okay. Do these here. And then in front of these, we'll do like some little displays. Oh. Like so. Okay. Okay, we can switch the music in a sec. We've been listening to this song for a while. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna, while I'm here, I was gonna do more fog. And we gotta like this thing over here. I like to put the fog pretty high on our our beaver tail shop. This is definitely gonna sell just beaver tails. That's it. All right. Like I said, let's change the music when this one ends. Okay. And let's go back to chill. Let's be calm. So we can stop feeling like we're speedrunning this map for a second. Let's be calm. Put the trash like near the trash can because people miss all the time. I'm trying to think if there's like one other thing we should put here. Maybe. Okay, hang on. Trying to think of stuff that you guys aren't allowed to know. Trying to think of this things like I want to put here. I like the idea of campaigning, so maybe we'll put a bunch of like flyers and stuff on one of these. That's a good idea. And then, yeah, just something maybe there. And then benches in the middle. Ooh, benches in the middle. There's an idea. Or maybe like on the end. Or we could do just benches here. To fill the space, maybe. It's not bad. This guy's like right in front of one of the benches. Okay. I think that needs a better shadow, doesn't it? There we go. We'll adjust a lot of the shadows at the end, because it's a complicated process. Okay. Trying to think of, I'm trying to puzzle out the order again. Because there's like an easier way to do things and there's a harder way to do things and I can't figure out which is which. But maybe we'll just keep doing stalls for now. I didn't finish the flower one. What am I thinking? Distracted streamer. I need somebody like sitting next to me with like one of those little spray bottles. And they just every time I get distracted and start doing some other part of the map. No, you're doing the flowers, Charlemagne. Flowers. Let's drop those all the way down. Okay. There we go. Little flower shop. Maybe she would need to like write down orders if people are not like, maybe she doesn't just, she sells the flowers here. Yeah, a book, okay. Book. There we go. That's how you spell it. Yeah, so she doesn't just sell the flowers right there. She also takes orders so that she can, like, if someone's like, oh, can you like deliver for whatever day? Then she can do that here because maybe she's got her own little like shop elsewhere, but she sells on the boardwalk. That's a good idea. So she'll write it down in her little ledger. Do we have like a pen or something like that we could do? Pen. Is there like a cigar, a single cigar? Damn, they should do a single cigar. Pencil. Stick. Chopsticks. Stick. Steak. This is the same thing as a pencil, right? A wooden stake for stabbing vampires is basically the same thing as a pencil if you make it small enough. Imagine being a vampire. Imagine being a vampire and getting killed by a pencil. That'd be embarrassing. Let's actually remove the shadow from these so we can do our own. It's in here. Hello? Oh. There we go. Let's take out the shadow for now. And actually, hang on, maybe we should make the stroke just a little smaller. It's a little too prominent. Kind of want to... There we go, that's a little better. That's looking better to my eye already. Then we'll lock it again. Now, we should at the very least fade the water in, I think, next. So let's take all these rocks. Okay, actually, you know what? Let's actually save the map first. How about that, Charlemagne? Should we save the map first, maybe? That's a good idea. Maybe actually save it first. Before you make irrevocable changes. How about you save the map first? Good idea, dude. Okay. Oh, you know what? I just had an idea that I need to do quickly before we do this. There's really good chairs here. We should use some of these too. Instead of always doing the stools. It's like those shitty plastic chairs. I like it. Perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. Okay. Now, save again. Just quickly save again. That way we can just do our flattening and have a version of it that is perfect. Now I want to take... I want to maybe do these ones first. Before, yeah, maybe. Yeah, okay. Let's do this. Oh, you know what? No, that's not right. That's not right at all. We're doing the wrong order. Hang on. I forgot that I wanted to do this first. We need to adjust the actual water first. Now let's see, there's no tar with bubbles, huh? Water. Actually, you know what? It's kind of not bad. I kind of want to just like even out some of the water. So that there's like maybe a little less of the like tropicaliness. I don't know how else to describe that. Just kind of get rid of a bit of that. We'll add like a deeper blue too. But let's just get precise and do some painting now to really get a better vibe. But there's a bit of like motion to the water. It looks very flat right now. So, well, not like flat, but like it's all the same. It's a wallpaper right now. Let's give it some variance. by kind of getting in near the choppier bit and getting rid of some of the detail there, because it's going to be white where the water's splashing, right? We'll do that kind of down in here too. We'll shrink this down. Come in here and do a bit of that. A little bit here. Okay, now let's look at the water that we have. That's polluted water. We don't really want that. We want like... just like a kind of a gentle layer of this in there. And then maybe we'll give it like extra blue. Like kind of almost, there we go. Just add a bit of like color varying to some of this. Trying to take out a bit of the green. I'm going across this with a deeper blue. Just take out a little bit of the green of it, so it doesn't feel quite as tropical. And then come over here. Near the parts where there's kind of going to be waves, I'm going to brighten some of that water up a bit. And then we're going to do the actual waves themselves later. So we need to take this. See, because I need to color match this. Like I need to paint over top with this. That's why I needed to know that first. Okay, let's flatten these now. Flatten, take this first, and just kind of like swallow them whole, essentially. Just like draw a gradient across them to make them look like they're kind of underwater. And then it'll look even better once we get the waves on them. But these are the ones that are kind of like really underwater. We'll come back and we'll combine a few other textures in them. Okay, so we'll do something like this. And we'll just try to blend that blue that we got there a little bit better. Like so. Okay, and then we take these rocks and we do the same thing. But not as prominently. Just kind of the edges of some of them. Just to give us a nice kind of gradient. Some of them are just barely under the water. The lowest of them are sticking out of the water. Okay. And then these get flattened on top of those, which means we can come back here, bring our opacity all the way back up and just delete those. There we go. Same there. Then we can come back over here and likewise clear that right out. And clear that right out. All the way to our edge of our cliff. Now we've got a nice flush, but we need to go to the foreground. Get rid of that grass. There you go. Okay. I kind of want to add a little bit of lighting so that I can see where my shadows are going to sit. Sometimes I just get in the mood for lighting. That's all. So we're going to go nice and big. Get some there. Get some on the car there. Nice and big over here. Should I put one over here? Yes, I did. Get this on the corner of that there. Like so. And then maybe a little bit more in the parking lot. But just ease that one off a little bit. Okay, there we go. Now we're talking. You can kind of see what we're doing now. So let's add some waves. These will sit kind of... They gotta sit at a really specific layer, essentially. You gotta sit over some of the rocks, but under some of them, I don't know. Actually, we flattened them all, so it won't matter now. So we'll just have to line them up instead. Let's do something like this. Shall we? Just gotta do your best to line your waves up. Try to keep the consistent edge going. Like along here, so that's what I mean. Trying to make them look like they're rolling a little bit. And then we're gonna amplify the effect a lot by adding these. This will add some motion to the waves. We're gonna add them in two places actually. Try to vary them and vary their angles a little bit so that they don't all look the same since there's only 3 and you're gonna be putting a lot of them. Make it longer in some areas and shallower in other areas to give a bit of like rolling to the waves as well. Like kind of a lot more in some places like this. And a lot less in some other places. And then we'll do kind of like it's rolling in from the other direction a little bit. So we can flatten that one. Or we can just adjust it so it sits properly. And then I'll have to worry about flattening it later. Okay, so now we got a bit of like motion to those waves, and we'll do some on the other side too. Okay. We could add like a tree maybe somewhere. Maybe there should be a tree. There can be a tree. Trees can be allowed. A little bit of greenery. Never hurt anybody. Okay, we can get rid of that. You know what? Actually, let's do another little bit of like light gradient to the asphalt there a little bit, and then we're gonna come here and we're gonna like make this one really light like that, just to like give it a bit of. Oh yeah, we said we were doing cracks too. Before I forget to do that, let's come back in here and do like crack. Actually, it's over here. These are the cracks we want. Stone cracks. Okay, so we're gonna like go really, really light like this. And then actually we can do the scale first. Okay, let's do a little bit of crack here. Let's do a little crack. What are you recommending, Charlemagne? Excuse me? Oh, sorry, we're on the foreground still. There we go. That's better. Streamer, what? What did you just recommend we do, streamer? Let's make cracks in the asphalt specifically here. There we go. That's stream safe. There, now we're talking. Get some kind of modeling in there. You can look a little messed up. It ain't perfect. Alright. Now let's try to do some shadow. So we'll start off pretty basic, just getting some of the shadows where they should be. To get a bit of depth in some places. As well as shading some of these down a little bit. There we go. And then we'll flatten the waves and do them at the end. Or we could always just go top layer if we want to. Maybe like some ropes around the outside of the thing. That's another idea. Like just kind of like hanging down, or like bunting flags maybe. It's another idea. Okay. And then we'll just do slight shading here to give it a bit of depth, but not too much. Kind of nice and even and not super prominent. Nice fat shadow, nice and wide. Okay. We'll shade on top of that at the end. Oh, let's get some nice long shadows. to give the right amount of depth to our boardwalk. It should be kind of high up. And then, so this is how we make something look wet. We take the blood texture. We are already pretty low on opacity, but let's put it on the bottom. Let's make it much smaller. Much, much smaller. And we'll just take all the color away. And then we'll just make it even less prominent to just be a little hint in some areas that there's a little bit of water kind of splashing. You can vary the opacity of them so that they're just barely there. Just adds some kind of visual interest here and there. To the boardwalk, gives it a bit of interesting stuff. Okay, okay. We could do another little drink over here. It's another detail. Just like a little bit smaller. Like that. And then in the shadow of the trash can. Or something like that. Do we have like paper? Loose papers, flyers. That. Oh, what else is on? We need to see what's on 5. Okay, okay. We're perfect there. I just need to adjust that one. Okay. Trying to think of what else we can add. Oh, you know what? I didn't shade the beaver tail, the beaver tail hut. And some of the tables, maybe. On this end, though. Okay. It's looking pretty good so far, but there's definitely some more details we need to do. We need to finish off these 2 stands with something, but I don't know what. We can't really get what we're looking for with the airbrush stand. I don't think that's gonna work, so we can do one more food thing. And then what else, chat? Ice cream is a good one, but I don't know if we'll be able to do it. I would like to try ice cream, but I don't know how we would even start. Okay. Let's see what kind of food we already have in sci-fi. Let's just scroll through. Let's just put like a weird ass like alien thing on the pier. No one will ask questions about it. Vending machine? Is this too futuristic of a vending machine? It is a little bit futuristic. But it's not like that futuristic, right? But I don't know if we have room for it. We'll put it somewhere else. We'll remember that. We'll put it somewhere else. Pizza. Okay. Let's maybe do one more of these umbrellas over here. This guy gets a parasol too. Tilt it a little bit to give it a distinction from the other one. I'm thinking. I'm in thinking mode. That's what this song is for. It's thinking mode. I was trying to like brainstorm how we could do the ice cream. Because I really kind of want... Oh, it's so perfect. We'd like put one of the magazines like on the ground under this. Like it fell off the rack or something. Just to like kind of add some other stuff in there. Oh, we could do some graffiti on the ground too, but let's do that later. I need to stop getting distracted. Oh, hang on. This is like campaigning papers. He's like handing out flyers. I say he, but I don't actually have a character in mind. This person is handing out flyers. Oh, hang on. The gears are clicking for ice cream. And maybe the bowls. You could do bowls of ice cream instead of cones. Oh, actually, are any of these kind of... Hang on. Is there anything we could use for like an ice cream scoop? That'd be like the perfect thing. Right? We'll keep that there in case we don't find anything better. My brain is clicking. You put like one of these lights over at the end of the pier to like ward off ships. Hey, don't hit this moron. Don't hit the pier, dude. Okay, now we're talking. Glassware. Is there any square glassware? Not really, huh? Empty lab clutter. What about full lab clutter? We can add our own colors. That's totally fine. I'm just curious if we got stuff already. Oh? Here we go. We're getting somewhere. We're cooking. We're in the kitchen, at the very least. And then I don't know how many cars I have, but I could figure that out later. Figure that out later, stupid. Ooh, hang on. Ooh, hang on. Ooh. Ooh. Get rid of that. Then change the shadow. Match it. Oh, hang on. I'm cooking. These are our ice cream flavors. Right? Cutlery. Make like a batter spoon. And that's our scoop. Let's go. Having another umbrella moment. Doesn't need to be that fat. Can be a little bit bigger. Give it a shadow. It's the music, I know. Okay. But I feel like these are all a little off because of the way that the bowl is shaped. They're all a little skewed. So let's just try to compensate for that for a sec. By just changing some of them to be there. Now we need to find something to fill them with. Right? Okay, we're kind of cooking though. Like this is kind of good. Or like an ice cream place, right? You could totally, this is totally a viable ice cream place, right? You can see where I'm going with this, right? Right, chat? I'm not crazy. We gotta find something that we can, either I can just paint, or we could try to find something that like would simulate the ice cream. It had to be something fairly colorful. Let's just scroll through. We go. Does that work for one flavor? Basically. It's like a orange sherbet or something like that. What flavors should we have, chat? And we can do this for another flavor too. We'll change the color. Try to make it match that one. There we go. This is like bubblegum or something. Okay. All right. Actually, we could probably just do one more of these. This is working out, so let's just keep doing them. Making sure that we kind of mess a little bit with it each time, so it doesn't look quite the same. Mess with the hue. All right. Now we're talking. And then we'll like, if we make this one small enough, what does that look like? Not quite. Yeah. We can paint over this one. Hang on. What's a good... does this look like ice cream, chat? Is this ice cream? This is basically ice cream, right, chat? We'll just give it like extra sat. Oh, hang on. We gotta shrink this significantly. There we go. There's basically ice cream. And then we go looking for more ice cream. Ice cream was not as hard to make as I thought it would be. Is this ice cream, chat? Is this ice cream? This is our meat flavored ice cream. That's probably not edible, chat. But we'll just do like one of these will work. We'll do like another brown one. Eldritch Horror flavored. Yep. Something like this, or something like this, maybe. Okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And then what if we just do this again? Or what if we do like a vanilla? Yeah, vanilla. Everybody likes vanilla. Yeah, exactly. Some kind of chocolate with like, I don't know, marshmallow in it, and then vanilla. Let's go. Ice cream achieved. Let's go. We've had 2 genius brain blasts today, chat. In one map. Those very rarely happen at all, and we got 2 in one map. Let's go. We will do another trash can over here. I feel like they'd have a lot of trash cans. Maybe one more recycling bin. Okay. Coming back with a fresh mind, indeed. Okay. Let's get all of the light. And let's lock it so that we can do more painting. Graffiti. I was doing graffiti. Okay, what? Tell me what graffiti we like best, chat. Do we like smoky rats? Do we like little cat doing its thing? Do we like skeleton blowing its brains out? Me when I can't think of how to make ice cream in Incarnate. We've used this one already, so we won't do that one. Chris. Eagle with 2 guns? It's pretty sick. And then just like some text maybe, just to shake it up a bit. Doom. Donuts. Which one do we like, chat? They all go pretty hard. I really absolutely love the graffiti assets. They look so good. Like the designs are really cool. The way that they just like look on the concrete is fantastic. Is there anything that might foreshadow a theme of the campaign? We actually did that in the other one. In the other map that we used the graffiti on. I think we didn't use the cat, and the cat would be applicable for this campaign. But I don't know if any of these are super foreshadowing. I just think smoky rats is really funny. Smoky rats is pretty good. Do be liking smoky rats. what if we make that like a gang, or like an independent graffiti artist that's like in universe? The Smoky Rats, or a guy named Smoky Rats. Smoky. Now, the players will never be able to read it, so maybe we should do it up here. Because otherwise they're going to turn their heads around, they're not going to be able to read it, they're never going to see it. So let's just make it a little easier for them so that they can see it. Okay. Should we do some ropes, maybe? Some details to the dock? Okay. Let's look at some details here. Let's do wood. There's nothing really too wooden here, but back in the battle maps there will be. Oh, hang on. Mast. There's one option for like wood details here. Drop them all the way below. Make them a little yellower, greenier. And then let's just try to do a whole bunch of them to see how it looks, and we can just delete them easy. Sometimes there's like wood kind of like poles that hold it out, but it might look like shit, so we can just get rid of it if it does. Let's flatten these. And then do a bit of shading on them. Okay. Oh, does that get these in there? Damn it. Wait. Oh, I'm on the top layer still. There we go. Oh, I'm on the foreground now. I had to click the wrong one. Charlemagne. Come on, dude. Okay, and then we space these evenly. Or as evenly as we're going to get them. By eye. Since we don't do any measuring around here. And then we just duplicate that. Save ourselves some time. I don't know why the middle one didn't go. But that's a-okay. Maybe we just move this one over here. Make some space for the ladder. Something like that. It's not bad. It adds a little more detail to the dock. But maybe we could tweak them a little bit. Let's grab them all. Kind of shrink them. Maybe just fade them away a little bit. Something like that. Let's grab them all. Let's group them. Group them and... Actually, we don't need to, necessarily, but group them and dupe them. As we say in the Incarnate community. We'll take the... shadow off of these. Ungroup them. Take the shadow off. And then take these last kind of three. Give them another couple to go on that end. All right, now we're talking. Kind of want to make that sit up on top of that. How are we looking symmetrical wise for this? This should come over, and this should come over. A little more even. At least to the eye. Okay. Now we're talking. I think shading is another thing that we just need to finish up. And then we're probably good. There's just a couple things that don't quite have the right shadow on them. And then, oh, cars. Oh, ropes as well, maybe. So we do like a big kind of like SUV sort of thing over here. Could always replace it with something else, I guess. This person's... It kind of looks like this person's tailgating a boardwalk. Scooter, we don't have those at the moment. Bikes and scooters aren't really a thing. I would do it if I could. I think it's okay to have a bit of like kind of space out there where there's stuff. Kind of no things over there, if you will. Let's maybe do some shading on our top layer. Okay, so just kind of give it a pass across like that. Oh, PNG being really HQ, yeah. That's unfortunately a side effect of just kind of having to use some external assets to help some of the other sort of atmosphere stuff. But when you zoom out, it doesn't look nearly as bad. Plus, we'll add a bit of lighting to it in a sec. This should also help a little bit. The cars are sort of the same way, but we go over them, right? And we add a little bit of shadow on this end to kind of just darken the parts of the car where they're being blocked. Just sort of create the atmosphere that it's existing within the environment. Just slightly enhancing shadows here and there. In and around these areas. Like so. To give some depth to some of the things that might require it. Jeez, that scared me. No, I don't want to update Windows. I'm sorry. Okay, is it just me, guys, or whenever there's like a major like OS update, even on like your phone sometimes, have you guys ever felt that those have ever made your device better? At most, it just makes it the same, and you don't notice the change. And at worst, it like makes something worse. So I feel like I've never seen an update that I've ever like noticeably been like, wow, this is so much better now. Never. Not in my like entire life, and I'm 600 years old. Like those medieval OS updates were trash too. You refuse to upgrade? I know, right? Like, just put them all off, because if they don't make it better, then why would I bother upgrading it? Like, why would I update my OS if it's not going to make it better? It really genuinely feels like they just don't do anything. Like, they just go, yeah, there's an update, dude. And then your computer just kind of sits there for an hour. And then they go, all right, we're done, man. You can go back to what you're doing. Yeah, we're done. We promise. We did something. We changed something. You won't ever know what it is, but we did change something. Okay. Now that that's sitting a little bit better in the environment, let's do another little bit of lighting. Top layer, drop the opacity a little bit, and just touch a little bit of lighting on this boat. Where it might be hitting it. Just on the very end. Yeah, YouTube? Yeah? You buffering? You buffering, buddy? You doing alright? Well, let's change the song anyway. I've been listening to that one for a while. Let's go back to Zen mode. My computer just shuts down when they hear that. It's just listening to my mic at all times anytime it's plugged in. And it just shuts down. Just adding like some little lighting highlights here and there. And this is so peaceful. I feel like, should we get like some like ocean waves ambiance with seagulls? Oh yeah, seagulls. I gotta put seagulls. Here, let's do this. Rika said I was moving again. Yeah, remember I said that last one was a bit of a short-term thing, just to end a loan, or to end a lease rather, to fill out the rent term. And so done that now, so we're moving again. Moved again. That's all done though now. I was out of town for different reasons. New place? Oh yeah, that's good. It's all taken care of. Better internet? Yeah. I mean, the internet wasn't actually that bad at that place. It was rough at the beginning, but then did a little upgrade to it, and it was fine. Yeah, there's no more banging on the roof, that's for sure. Yeah, there's no more vampire in the attic jumping up and down, so you guys don't have to worry about that anymore. So I don't think you guys could ever actually really... Oh, shit. On the wrong layer again. I don't think you guys could ever truly hear it on mic. You know, I always felt like it could. You guys could, but you couldn't really. It never truly picked up, I don't think. Especially not if we had like music or some video game going. This is so funny. I pulled up like an ambiance of like ocean waves, but it's like a really long like live stream recording. It's like 12 hours long. And there's like a live chat replay, and there's people just like putting chat messages in just like a 12-hour long ocean stream. Is that what you guys do for fun? Really? They're like saying hello to each other at the beginning of the video like they know each other. Do you guys like meet here often? To like talk about how peaceful it is or something? Bonjour. They're speaking all sorts of different languages. Yeah, it's a whole subculture that we're discovering here. The Zen enthusiasts. At least it's recommending that you save. Yeah, Incarnate does that to me a lot because I never save. We have 2,000 changes right now that I've not saved. And we're not gonna. We live on the edge here. All it takes is one crash? Yeah, I know. But I think we're kind of done now anyway, so... Okay. Can we think of anything else to add, chat? What should we do? What should we add? Is there anything else we can put? Put like more clutter and garbage, but we don't want it to be like dirty, you know? Oh, seagulls. We'll put them on the roof of our beaver tail. Oh, we could actually maybe add some details to the beaver tail hut. Like try to make like some sort of sign that's seen from the top. Man, this is so peaceful. We are truly zen in this moment. This must have been uploaded a while ago because they're like, I'm just reading. I still have that chat room in the background of the long, relaxing Sunday peaceful ocean sounds and seagulls calming island beach video, and they're just like, "Thank you, Father, for another day. God bless you." That's very wholesome. And then the next person is like, "It's nice seeing a beach with no one else around because of quarantine. So this must have been uploaded a little bit ago. Do we have like... That's not bad. Kind of like that. That's like the sign that advertises what they're selling. And then... could we like put this under it? Like just add a little accent to the back of it or something? Pop that up one layer. Oh, we really flattened that, huh? Nope. Don't like it. I don't think it needs anything else. It's good. As is. But we can put this kind of like neatly aligned. Like so. And then, thinking a little bit, we can do a bit of shading on it. To make it kind of block the sun a bit. Then maybe a little bit more loose papers here and there. Okay. Maybe a light, right? No. Fade a little bit. Just right there. I mean, this looks pretty good. What do you think, guys? Any more details? Or can we call that done? Some fish on the rocks? Like, you mean under the water? Is that what you guys are saying? Because that could work. It would just be like something like this. So we'll just take one to use for an example. We'll get rid of its shadow because it's a little too far away. We'll do all the way down. Opacity all the way down. And then we'll just... Okay, checking layer 5. Move that graffiti all the way to its proper layer. It's better. And got a few fish in there. Maybe just a little more visible. And then we could do some more waves maybe. Let's maybe do that to end. Is adding in just a little bit of like motion of the ocean in some areas. Okay. Then maybe a bit under here. Okay. I think we got enough stuff. I think it looks pretty darn good. We'll just make one a little smaller too. Loud Discord notification. Okay, just scaling a few things down a little bit. Okay. I think that should be about it. Oh, you know what? I didn't quite shade some of... Not all of it really need... doesn't really need too much shading. We could probably just be really precise here. And give this a bit of shading to blend it. With a bit of precision lazy blending. I don't know if it's lazy because it is more work, but... something like that. Perfect. Okay. I think that is finished. Except... Actually... I maybe just want to take like something metal... or something like that. Wood or metal or... No, go away. Metal. Metal. I just want to like cover up that little detail. This is like just an unnecessary detail, but one that's kind of annoying me. These are cyberpunk trash cans. So they have like a little red light on them. Just shouldn't be there. I just kind of want to just like blot it out a little so that you can't quite see it. So that your eye doesn't like get drawn to it, you know? Just cover it with something. You can still kind of see the glow of it, but just cover it slightly so that your eye doesn't get drawn to it anymore. There. It's a subtle detail, but I feel like it helps a little bit. Just reduce that like that. Make that a little wider. Drop that back a hair. Slightly wider. Oh, there. Okay, now it doesn't draw the eye. Now it just looks like a normal recycling bin and not like a glowing one. Which wouldn't really make any sense, would it? We'll do that finished. Oh, man. That was like a 3-hour map. It's quite a long one. But we had to like custom create a few things. Oh, you know what? I noticed another thing. Damn it. Just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in. We didn't shade this parasol. So that it has the same shading as the other one. That's why it looked a little off. Actually, you know what? Maybe we could help. I had another little idea. Maybe we could help some of this stuff look like it's in the map better by drawing like our own shadows in here. so that it's sort of using the same almost like quote-unquote lighting engine in a sense. That's an interesting idea I didn't really think about before. So that its lights look like it's the same as... Okay. There we go. Subtle, but interesting. Anyways. We will now officially call that finished. Okay. Another... No, you gotta call it finished. Gotta just call it finished. No more details. We're good. We're done. Back out. Okay. All right. There you go. There's the boardwalk. All done. I think it looks pretty good. Matches the art style of the other ones pretty well. Got good aesthetics going on. Nice and consistent. And we will call that a stream. So, as I said, I'm back for at least the foreseeable future. And we'll be doing some more streams. This week, we've got some video games since we're taking a little bit of a very tiny hiatus from console just because one of them is overseas and obviously not able to play while they're on vacation. We don't want them to interrupt their lovely vacation to torment themselves with D&D with us. Of course not. Absolutely not. So we will play there's a game called Unknown Number that I kind of want to try on we'll do that on Wednesday. It's sort of like a kind of like a point and click adventure, I guess, except that you're doing it all with your voice. The premise is that you're like, it's like a heist, except that you're the guy who's like just like behind the screen. And so they're out doing the heist, but you gotta just like talk to them. You're the guy on the monitor. And so you gotta actually talk to them and it registers what you're saying. You need to hook up your mic to the game, essentially. It seems really interesting and kind of silly. So I want to try it. And then on Friday, there's another game called Tobor that I also want to try, where you're like, it's like dystopian robot apocalypse, and you're like a robot that is designated to spy on all the other robots and report any activity. So you flip between security cameras. It seems interesting. It has a really cool art style, so I want to try it. And then maybe some Final Fantasy with Rika. I don't know. I messaged her, like, to be fair, it was too late on my end. I should have messaged her on the weekend, but I was still kind of getting stuff settled. So I didn't get it out in time for my schedule. I didn't talk to her in time for my schedule, but I might either shift something around, maybe the Friday stream, or maybe do something on Saturday. See what Rika's schedule is, because I know that she wants to do some Final Fantasy, and I also want to play some Final Fantasy. So see if we can do a little kind of impromptu collab. If not, oh well. But then that'll just be the next week. But I'll arrange that and I'll make the adjustments later. So the next stream will be Wednesday, 8 p.m. For some Unknown Number. It'll be an interesting one because I think the game requires you to shout and also sing at certain points and like all sorts of stuff. So, you know, It'll be awful. So apologies in advance. It'll be a Charlemagne Suffers stream, I think. Anyways, let's go back to the classroom. We can leave our lovely, peaceful ocean. They're still talking. There's like at least like 20 different people in this chat room. This is like a community here of people talking about the beach. Anyways, so yeah, next stream Wednesday. And thank you for keeping me company while I work. It's always nice to have some chat input. You guys gave some really good ideas today. So it definitely helps me. So thanks for keeping me company while I did a bit of work. And I'm happy to be back. So take care, chat. Have a good night. And I shall see you guys on Wednesday. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.